but they stopped providing better price for heavy user because they are happy to get more electricity consumption, but no longer there. Same for oil company. How they can smartly use energy or oil and convert to shift to next necessary decade. They prepare themselves very much seriously. So protecting existing business, hesitate to change, they may bankrupt the situation in 10, 20 years later. So, yes. Any other questions?
I may have 3 questions.
Yes.
Okay, the first question is, just now I read that RICO was established in 1936.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes.
And RICO, unlike Mitsubishi, Hitachi, Shin-Niketsu, it doesn't sound Japanese. So how does the name come about? Yes.
RICO is originally coming from.
Ah, okay.
Originally, RICO is manufacturing originally optical equipment like a camera, and science and optics is a name of origin of RICO.
My second question is, we know Japanese, they have institutions in Japan taking care of waste management, taking care of energy efficiencies. They work with the policymakers. So if anyone outside Japan is interested to know more about the sustainable practices adopted in Japanese company, how should we proceed? Is there any associations or institutions that we can contact so that we can know a broad views of who are the companies, what they are doing, and things like that? That's my second question.
One of the reasons why we are working World Environment Center is to achieve that. How IBM manage, how DuPont manage, how Johnson & Johnson, General Electric, Boeing, and Shell manage their environmental footprint. And we can study a lot from them, and we can let them study from RICO. So World Environment Center is one of the good learning, and a similar type of organization is there. So that is a place to come sit together from industry side, government side, academia side. And for example, one of the activities taking place at this time by WEC is how we educate next generation management in sustainability in mind. And to achieve that, it is necessary to work together from industry to business school. So like a Harvard Business School or California Berkeley or other business school people, and on the other end, IBM, RICO, and DuPont, Dow Chemical, all those people sit together how we can improve practical education for younger generation so that the next business leader can have a sustainability mind.
So besides RICO, are there many other Japanese companies in the world?
In the World Environment Center, quite limited. RICO is only the single. But for example, in the climate area, climate issue, RICO, Fujitsu, and other leading companies in Japan for Japan Climate Leadership Partnership. And in the United States, Climate Action Network, and in Europe, EU Climate Leadership Partnership. There are similar type of organization to promote mitigation and adaptation of climate change. So that is a kind of venue. And last week I joined some seminar in Tokyo that is headed by Japanese Ministry of Environment. But their activity is engaging Japanese leading scientists and R&D center to make policy suggestion to Asian developing nations. So in the past, Japan is contributing financially to the development of developing countries. So in other words, we can donate money, or we can give the money for them in a low rate of interest, for them to make a bridge or road or port for their foundation of economic growth. So in other words, those are the, how do I say, products or something infrastructure. But now what they are thinking is the developing nation can study from Japan for both good point or bad point. We failed to achieve, for example, pollution issue we have faced in the past. So how people study from Japanese previous very difficult air pollution issue or water pollution issues, and including both good or bad, we can suggest the policymaker in developing country in Asia Pacific to study from Japan and make a suggestion. That's sort of good there.
Just last week at the Minamata meetings in
That's
Japan.
right.
Yeah. But my third question is, you talk about 5 R's.
Mm-hmm.
Refuse. Refuse, I think you're talking about in your Rico plant, refuse to use more material than necessary, then you say return. Interesting concept, return. So my question is, if we do all this, and there's no waste to the landfill.
That's right.
No waste generated, right?
That's
no
right.
waste for burning, right?
No.
So does it mean that the cycle is closed? You don't need any raw material later on because all the material can be reused, recycled, returned, and then you definitely you don't need suppliers anymore. Within the plant, you can continue to produce your machine. Is it true?
Yes, actually, what important thing is that in this priority. First, refuse. Don't bring too, let's say, some people make too much packaging to deliver their components or parts to Rico. So if once delivered, we need to return. To make a return, it consumes something, energy or CO2 output later. So from the beginning, please do not bring too much packaging. Simple packaging is fine. Please change your packaging to deliver your components to Rico. And that packaging may be returnable. So first step is to refuse. How the product is delivered to our manufacturing plant? Is there any extra packaging material? Because extra packaging means we require some extra manpower time to open up the package to pick up the parts. So our cost associated, and to make an extra packaging, our suppliers spend extra money and extra time to deliver the components. So simple packaging good for Rico is good for their supplier. So refuse is, please do not deliver those style of too much packaging. Think about better packaging. This is the way for the other company to provide the parts to Rico. Please come to Rico to see how other vendor is providing parts to Rico. And something like this, starting from here. And then returnable packaging. So they come to Rico to deliver the material. And we prepare used package to take back to their supplier, because same truck is used to return. So no extra footprint associated. Reduce is, for example, some chemical material in a small container they deliver, but if we have a very large tank of some chemical material, it is possible to reduce plastic material to be delivered to Rico. So style of delivery itself is changed to reduce plastic containers. And reuse is, of course, for example, in Japan, we have our Rico own sister company for the delivery of the products. So we have a logistics company internally in Rico. So they are experts to deliver our office equipment. So if in this case, we can make a simple packaging of the material, because they know how to deal with our equipment. So after delivering the products, we can fold down the packaging and return it to the manufacturer for use.